Alright. Alright. Hello. Hello everyone and welcome into good old Warframe. Just give me a minute to get everything posted and going. It's so weird. Alright. Now we need to get everywhere else posted. One here. There we go. Only took like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I posted the dog days capture. We'll see if we'll actually win it. Doubt it. Honestly, it was a really quick setup. That, and I may or may not have forgotten to screenshot my capture settings. I remember what they were. Like, my process is pretty well the same every time I take one. Which is just, I kind of go in and I just snap one right quick. Okay, I'm almost up for both of these.
Are you betting against? We must raise more capital to pursue our...
So I'll need to get... Yeah, I'll need to get another form at some point. Alright, in the dog days. I'll show off what I need left to get. You go find, what is it? Mountain Dew Baja Lagoon Lemonade. Or a mango lemonade. It's a variety Kickstarter. But, yeah, we'll try it, please. Jesus. Okay, I remember I had the sliding pull on it. So what did I think? So this is all, we actually don't have a lot left to get, so I only need what? I'll pull a calculator here. Let me map this out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 11 plus 30 3 times. Yeah, plus the 225. Plus a 280. So I need another 3,345. Is what I need. So I need another... Divide by like 100 per round. I need to play another 33 rounds. So I say, you know what? It's like 5 hours total of gameplay I need to do. Let's just hard grind this out today. Yeah, it's like another 5 hours worth of gameplay I need. Hey, don't give me a bomb grenade. Or here, somewhere else. Can actually take less time or more time depending on load times, but I averaged about like 8 minutes a round. So I might actually just go straight to end today. Saves me having to do this again. There, nice. Nice. Okay then, I guess. Two, nice. Okay, got both of that. Both got both. Nice. Hey, welcome in.
Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
I need to play like 5, yeah. So it's like 5 hours worth of just this gameplay, getting 100 pearls per. Because it's about 33 games, or 33 and a half games that I need to play.
Are you ready to get wet? Sure, fix the gas leak, whatever. Don't bother me with details.
I just want to get the entire shop this time around, so that next time anything comes in, I don't have to farm as often. Or as much. There's 2 gone. This is a lot harder to aim than it looks, by the way. This is like a full projectile, not actually hit scan. This is why I go for a wall. For the next set of laws, thank God that this doesn't actually, like, have, 1 per player, it's actually client side. Nice, got 2 there. Oh, got another 2 there. Nice. Kills do actually matter in this mode. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's kind of annoying that I did that one. Ah! Okay, I should just grab a longer name and gone. I'm down for that. Oh well, I'm hitting like 5Ks. Like, they do max damage, but also... Nice. Yeah, we're so cooked with how many we actually need. Alright.
3, 2, 1, I order you to have fun! Ding, ding, ding!
Alright, Kella. So many of them in that first open. Jesus. Okay, let's go with this one. Oh shit. There's my blobs again. I didn't actually get two there, nice. Got two again, nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm hoping my forgetfulness. Well, I actually didn't know that we needed the actual work in progress to post, but I mean, it was easy enough to get my coloring in that. I mean, it's literally what I have here attached currently. Although my Silkatron is actually a different color in that picture. That you can't really see my Silkatron with the angle I chose. So the attachment point for my freaking noodle hammer is ridiculous. But it was to get it to work with sitting down. So, I can showcase it out. It's not hard. I mean, I think most of my capture in the past have all kind of relied on similar settings. Although I'm definitely a cross-process enjoyer for filters. Just because I feel like it makes the colors pop a bit more. Although I think it depends on the scene on if you really want it or not. Because I also use, what is it, Edge of Shadows, I think it is a common one that I use. Sometimes I won't go with them. Oh, somebody else got it. But like, my general process is just get the frame, the fashion frame done, and it's usually slap on 20 FOV, blur everything but the frame, throw on a filter. The lighting setup is kind of an odd one for me because sometimes I'll do. It usually depends on what the environment I'm in is. Because, like, the outdoor ones, I'll try to mimic, like, the sun or something. Or I think in the Bruno one I did, I used fire, because there was a little campfire in the back corner, I think. Or in the Hydroid one, same idea, but I kind of tried to mimic fire. So I think I took it at this campfire back here. So yeah, I took it at this campfire back here. So what I basically did was I took the, I think red and yellow for this side, and then a sort of blue for the back side, just to kind of mimic like natural lighting, and then I shot down the natural lighting.
Do it again, meat sucks!
That's one thing I do a lot of, which is I'll turn down the scene lighting itself or the exposure depending, because sometimes I find it's too bright otherwise. Oh, the thumbnail for the stream post today was just a complete meme. I just like did it in 2 seconds.
Show me some H2O!
Literally just took an image of me doing a melee attack with Noodletron. I mean, there was a bit of a thought process ahead of time, which was, I'm gonna be whacking somebody. But apparently you can't actually spawn enemies here. So you can't do like an action shot. That did kind of annoy me, actually. Because I would have loved to do an action shot for this, the capture for the thumbnail. But instead I had to make do with getting hit. Okay. Pop grenade. Nice. Okay, I missed. Where are the enemies at? There we go. Come on, executioners. Let's play ball. I hope they know that you actually do kind of need to get kills in this event. Kobe. Got it. I can't believe I got that. Got him. Kobe. Oh, that one was really aimed anywheres. Yes, you can. Oh, got a 4 of them. Oh. Nice, got 2. Nice. So many gotten so quickly.
So you won this one. Best out of how many have?
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
All day, every day. No, we actually had very few kills. I mean, I guess we did have somebody who was AFK the entire round. God, so many people are using the Discord method I suggested.
Now get up there and show me some H2O!
So basically on the Warframe forums, you have to use a link to the image in order to post the image. So I use Discord to do it. And so people are now using Discord to post the links to their capturas. Yep. More lob grenades. Bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Oh, dude. And gone with them as well. Nice. Yeah, assuming I get 10 games in and get an extra 100 from drops, I should only need about... I should need like a couple less games-ish. But overall, I'm probably gonna need the same games. Regardless. There's no real multi-buy I'm interested in right now. Like, I guess I could get a couple extra flutes here and there, but personally, I don't feel the need to get a bunch. I just want one each for the collection. Which reminds me, eventually I'm gonna do a stream where it's just nothing but population. Oh, I got a kill. Dang. This is why if I'm like not getting kills at the time, I like kind of just randomly throwing. Because at least if I get one, I get one. If not, I'm reloading anyways. Oh, there we go, victory.
So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna show off how I got the Noodletron to sit in my lap for my Captura. Alright. So yeah, you see how far out front it is from me? So if I just go and take a seat, you kind of notice how it like kind of sits in my lap across my arms? That was what I was aiming for, and by God, I basically went into the Captura. And what I did was I basically just sat down, saw what angle it was at, opened up Arsenal, and just went to main hand and kind of just fiddled with every, like, the pitch and everything. So, like, this was just set to 1. I wish I could make it go lower, but I can't. And then I would just sit again. And, like, that is the lowest you can get it to go. I kind of wanted it to be a little lower, but that was the best I could do. And then the colors is like, it's supposed to be like the Nerf foam toys they had at some point was the idea behind the coloring. And it's the same thing with Sokatron, like the Nerf-ish colors.
Or to suppose that everyone has to be somewhere.
Alright, now get up there and show me some H2O!
Like, don't get me wrong, I am not the best at doing Capturas, like, personally. I feel like I could do a lot better. But a lot of the ones that I take are actually rush jobs. Like, none of them I'm actually taking my time with half the time. Although, the one that I am really proud of recently was the Steinax one. That one was, it was a rush job too. But I actually really liked the way that one turned out in particular. I'm not gonna lie, my capture for the event, or the capture contest also was kind of a rush. But I mean, if I kind of have an idea in my head, it's not too hard. Because like a lot of my settings kind of stay the same between capturas. It's kind of just like a, where's the vibe taking me? Now, funnily enough, I did actually get rid of one of my old appearances with this one. But honestly, I still have like my original appearance I did, but I actually kind of like this color scheme on Hydroid. Like this one I actually kind of low-key enjoy. I like the fresh colors at least. I'm still debating if I want to add on the a Sayandana or not. But I am low-key kind of just enjoying the color scheme here. This is the Immortal Prime Details is what it is. I want to say most primes I stick with prime details on. Like even my Excalibur Dex has Umbra's features on. Yeah, like when I'm doing fashion frame, I kind of... A lot of it's hit or miss for me. Like sometimes I have like a particular plan in mind, like for example my old Excalibur. But that was more of like a limitation one than it was an actual like plan. Because I wanted to see what all of the Dex attachments would look like all attached to Dex Excalibur. Now, the Razor one that I have was planned. I'm still kind of on the fence on that one. Like the black and neon green is what I have. The purple and black one I have is kind of meh. Like, I like it, but I feel like I can do better. Still. Funnily enough, pink and blue limbo, it's honestly my peak design. That was honestly my favorite limbo that I've built. Or that I've fashioned. And I don't think I can personally argue against it being bad. I've definitely had to adjust the colors at least once Because they updated how lighting affects stuff. And because of that, I had to change the coloring a bit. Oh, rip, this person doesn't have Discord.
Are you ready to get wet? Sure, fix the gas leak, whatever. Don't bother me with details.
We're both waiting at the same one. Alright, where are they? Although I'll 100% admit, I love the Mark Powell set. That's actually the one that the Synax one was actually done with, was actually did Synax with the Marshland set. And it is honestly one of my favorite new sets. It is actually one of my favorite new sets. I think they went and gave us an excellent set of colors to work with. For complete free too. Like that's the other thing, is that's a free set. Like if you have the chance to get it, get it. It is honestly an amazing set of colors. And it has our I think it's just straight black. I think it's the same black that's in the back corner of Smoke. But I'm not 100% on it. But I would definitely get it if you have the opportunity. It is... It's got some nice mute colors, is the best way to describe it. And even then, they have a good bright colors as well. Like it's, I wouldn't call it green. It's kind of more like a yellowish gold, or like a really dullish gold. Is the best way to describe it, I think. At least on some frame areas. So Synax Void Shell skin, actually low-key the best decision I made purchasing with my plat. The only reason why I'm not posting that one is I don't have the work in progress for it. I mean, I do have like a screenshot folder for Warframe that's like 100 screenshots long now. Some of them are capturas, and then I think there's one edited one in there. But, I think the one I submitted is literally just called Warframe like 91 or something like that, like 091. And then the work in progresses are literally just like 92 or 90. I don't think it's 92 actually. I think I forgot that my UI didn't show up in screenshots. So I had to go back and get like another 4. So I think it's actually like 90, like 4 through 97 or something like that.
So you won this one.
Nice.
Best out of how many have? Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
Oh, so I love this little chest attachment that I got from who is it? Borrow. I got a chest attachment from Borrow, and it's honestly a really fun. I like the design on it because it fits in really well on a lot of frames. Okay, so let me. You know what? We're gonna play with a different frame for a little bit. Let's go with the fucking sun. This one, actually, here's another thing that I like. I really love the Signa. The Citron Signa. Actually, low-key love it. So I'm getting rid of 1 second. Timothy, can you get rid of space aids for me?
Operator,
Thanks.
no! Have you lost your mind?
I forgot this. So how shiny. Low-key best new Emperor in the game too. All from the Citron collection. I freaking love it. I landed hard so I couldn't throw it right away. Oh no, I missed my first one. By the way, probably actually going to try to mod my width properly. I actually kind of want to get the width photo frame. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. We all know people who are getting width for a reason and Haro for a reason. Nice 4. Oh yeah, if anybody's seen the post with Haro. So there's a post of the concept art for Proto Haro, right? And he came with pants originally. The NSFW artist that they hired to do the concept art drew him with pants originally. And then he was asked to remove the pants. So, like... Warframe devs are just as spicy as us. It was honestly the funniest thing watching that go down on Twitter. I was watching the guy who made the art for Haro, like for the proto frame of him, was like, guys, I gave him pants at first. Like, Haro was given pants. And then the concept art we were originally given, like the actual poster concept art, didn't have pants on. Meanwhile, Rebecca posting underneath them was like, all things require sacrifices. I don't think Haro needed to lose his pants to sacrifice, though. Some of the funniest stuff that actually happened. Oh, there's only 3 of us, too. Alright. Look, we're not gonna question my wisp fashion print, okay? It is peak fashion print here.
Are you ready to get
For
Sure, fix the gas leak, whatever. Don't bother me with details.
yes. Peak Warframe design right here. Now they're 100% gonna add voice lines. Watch them, because they're gonna call us all out, right? Although actually, I guess they're both supposed to be dateable, aren't they? Me, who hasn't even gone to New Year's kiss. Only ever hugged Kalimos on New Year's. column. Looks like it left behind this time. Nah, if I get the choice, I'd rather be able to play couples counselor between the three pairs. I mean, hey, not my fault Letty and Eleanor like to have some fun when drunk. That had to be the wildest chat I've seen from all of the X. Was having those two both go on like, you saw nothing last night. You heard nothing last night. And then Eleanor's just like, please get a move. And Eleanor's just straight up like, can you please let us blow up the reactor this time? But it needs to happen. I think that just confirms something did happen, right? I mean, we already played couple counselor for Velmir and Minerva. Why can't we do it for the actual Hex, right? Although I guess Quincy's okay. I guess Quincy and Mir doesn't really work out. I mean, Quincy's more of a playboy, actually. Now that I remember that. I remember that exact one, actually. Because I'm pretty sure Quincy was mortified after Amir admitted he heard something through the walls. So I don't know about that one, but like... Can we get Eleanor, Letty, and Arthur Owie together?
So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks!
Alright. That was 174, Jesus.
Alright, now get up there and show me some H2O!
Okay. Okay, but actual Wisp jokes aside, I do actually like this fashion brand a lot. And I love how minimalist it is, too. Wait, I don't even think I have... No, I don't have... I don't think I have any attachments on, actually. Do I? I don't think I do. I know I have back sigil. I have the rift sigil is what I have equipped. For like a slight glow in the back. And then I have the Sigma, but I don't think I've got any actual attachments on. Which is odd, because actually I usually do at least run a, like the Edo plates or something. But I think it's just the Wisp Prime, Prime details that are there. I might do a second one at some point. Alright. Okay, go back to more. Nice. 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 Okay, one. And 3. Alright.
So you won this
I low-key kind of forgot what colors I used for this, too.
out of how many have
Was it just simple white
do
and...
it again, meat sack!
I think it might have just been simple white. Alright. I'm going to take a... I don't know why I'm here. I'm going to take a quick break though, and we'll be right back once I'm done the break.
The balance of power continues to shift. Navigation is marked with new invasions.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
A little bird tells me that nasty old Nathaniel's got something up his sleeve for the good people of Fortuna. But I have it on good authority, help is on the way. Keep the faith, people. Sunshine is just around the corner.
Back into it we go.
so cute.
Okay. Dang, missed. So I was thinking of pushing up songs for this shit thing, and then I looked up the other songs I had picked out, and then I realized that it's just gonna be faster to just complete the one that I'm currently working on. So, low-key, don't expect it to be out anytime soon. Just gonna say it like that. This one is actually taking up a lot of time. Hopefully tomorrow on break I can bang out a bunch more of it. Also notice I'm gonna have to try and stitch it because there's not actually enough notes in the thing. Yeah, it turns out that there's actually slightly more there's slightly more notes than there is actually bars in a normal Shazam code. So I'm gonna have to try and stitch the ending. Which is going to be a massive pain trying to do that. But I'm thinking the best way to do that might be to repeat the last bar beforehand and then try and line them up. And then maybe try and like fade in the sound while fading in, or fade out the song and fade in the next part at the same time. That squishy sound is absolutely hilarious. Oh boy, people are wondering if they're allowed to edit the I guess they want to like Photoshop their capturas, and I guess some people do that. I don't actually. Like all of mine are just pure captura. Hey, did I get my 50 credits yet?
Yo.
I did not. Look here, really annoying that I have. Maybe I've actually got to like message directly. Alright.
It's time for Nora to say
Back in.
My executioners are all dressed up and ready for fun. They look so cute. Executioners? If those were still acid cannons, you'd be in a world of hurt right now. Who's the Tenno for squishy honor?
You know, still kind of confused why Kayla has any kind of gas to be this crazy. But you know what? Whatever gets her fix, I guess. God. I don't know what I was aiming at there. Get through with it. Oh. you go, and away you go. Alright. Kind of be hard to entertain. It'd be entertaining when you're just spamming out this freaking mission over and over again. Oh, I still have one on me. Okay, cool. Of course, another thing we're gonna have to do tomorrow after work is, while taking the break, I'm gonna have to load up Minecraft actually. I'm pretty sure I still need more steel made. The melee dude is filling off.
So
173, not bad.
Best out of how many have? Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
Okay. Oh, I got 42. What the hell? I'm surprised I got 42. I thought I would have been so far behind. I guess not.
A little bird.
Alright. Slug day is before. Oh wait, bomb grenades right there. 2 down. 4. God, why is this event getting so tedious now? Fun event? Absolutely. Is it tedious? Oh, so absolutely. Considering how many hours I've been grinding out for this. But hopefully, this is all I actually have to grind out. And then we can be back to doing my weeklies and stuff. That, testing out ridiculous builds. Although actually, I think aside from weeklies, I might start trying the complete star chart in Steel Path.
Bah! So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks!
It's also kind of funny actually, because I think I have some of the higher level missions already done because they're like auto unlocked. But then some of the lower tier missions are just a pain to defeat. Yeah, I think the main one that I'm looking to get to is Hydron, 'cause I'm pretty sure that's the good leveling one. Okay. Dang. Okay, pop off. Okay, pop off. Okay, let's just go back, grab our logs again. There you go. Nice. Nice. Nice again. 4. And single kill cap off 3. Nice. More of these. I apparently got 2 there. Okay. Oh wow, I have 56 kills. What the hell?
Bah! So you want
Man, I guess I'm the one being the bully of the day. Jesus.
out of how many have let's do it again, meat sucks!
Almost 60 kills. Wild. Alright. Let's go buy some so I can see where I'm at. I just want to see where I'm at for buys. You know. Since I'm invisible while in the air, I have tempted to put on a name icon.
Best prices and free advice, Sura. To me, you're a local.
Cool, thanks. Okay, first off, we're buying all the sleuths. They deserve top priority here. Now, I kind of want the splashdown sigil. Oh, I'm really maybe. Oh. Don't ask where, but I really might be able to make that work, actually. Except a dog babe, blip. Who, bro, blip. Chill wave, sigil. Torture sigil. Only 100 left. Okay, so I need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more missions? Yeah, I think 14 more missions should do it. so I was right. I didn't actually put any chest attachments on this, which is actually odd for me. Normally I have like an attachment on, like the, I think it's the Udo plates is usually what I use when I'm not too sure which one I want to. So interesting at least seeing that. Let's check over something real quick. Alright. Alright. Say like 14 more matches. Whoa, we're halfway
If
there.
lost upon the plains outside Cetus, you may derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call.
We may never form a continent again, but at least you're not dead.
Hosers and squirts, fill your weapons.
At this point, I've probably listened to
Flame,
Ordis's
you know you'll love it.
freaking spiel so often. Like, half of them are just memorized at this point. Operator, the sentients aren't laughing at my jokes anymore. Did they adapt to my humor? Like, to be able to voice Ordis, you have to love puns that much. Right? I missed all my last shots there. I guess I am not the bull in the trap. there. Wow, I am not playing good right now. Not very many kills today. What? There we go, 2 down. That miss was annoying.
Bah! So you won this one. Best out of how many have
Yeah.
It sucks!
I'm at least glad it is like 100 per run. Makes life slightly more easy to deal with.
Alright, now get up there and show me some H2O!
Where are they all? Dang, I went ham on that one. did. I guess not Dusty, so. I mean, one thing I definitely want to try out is, Last Caliber now that I've got Lycans on. I want to see how that one ends up operating. So I think I specifically swapped out for, what was it? It was from Transient Fortitude to Blind Rage, I think. Which, I mean, should still in theory work, but... Oh? The hell was that? And victorious.
So you won this
It was
one.
pretty laggy, full fight.
Out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks!
Alright. Jesus, 146. Christ. Save some time here. Honestly, thank God this event's not too serious. Okay. Alright, at least I salvaged at least one. Right. Cool. Cool. Actually, I think Flagstar is coming up soon too, right? Because if so, I'm definitely gonna have to farm that, because I think that's one of the few that like haven't actually done much on. Okay. Go, another one down.
Bah! So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks!
I am steadily getting better at this. I used to only be doing like maybe 30 kills a round. But now I'm getting like 40 to 50.
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Thanks for the Orkin cells I don't ever end up using, because I totally don't just have a billion sitting around. Okay.
3, 2, 1, I order you to have fun! Ding, ding, ding!
Oh, I just realized that you have footprints behind you. Huh. Can we get a quality of life upgrade where it's slide for a wisp? It's just a full-on trail instead. I know it's dumbass. I threw that at the bottom. So I really can't wait for us to get into the old piece. You know, ignoring the whole fact that we are actually getting Cow, finally. Now I am curious why Entrati is saying Cow in sight. How would Tau tie in with Entrati is the real question, I think. Personal headcanon is the old piece is actually the Drifter timeline. And that we have the two timelines are trying to coexist. Because from what we know, the Zeramin that's in real space right now is not the operator's Zeramin. Because the operator's Zeramin actually did return from the void when the operator returned. As far as we're aware, the Drifter's Zeramin never did. Like, the Zeramin from the Drifter's timeline never did return, but the kids did. If I recall correctly. So, personal headcanon, the old piece is Drifter's timeline, and that's why Lloyd seems to be like, oh, you're muddying history. But it's probably history, but it's somehow it's merging, right? I think the Drifter messing with 1999 is merging the timelines between the two of them. And we're eventually going to hit a point where the paradox kind of collapses in the future as they merge together. I think that's where we're going. Might be a hot take, but that's where I think we're going. Because I genuinely don't think in the operator timeline
Ready to get wet?
that
Sure, fix the gas.
the sentients made peace.
Don't bother me with details.
I don't think that makes sense. In all honesty, I think the Drifter timeline, I think they did, because I think that in the Drifter timeline, the kids get ejected on the tap. That or the whole ship gets ejected on the tap. Right? I want to think that because the original Zeramin 10 was only supposed to be the first ship to town, and it failed, right? So then they sent the Sentients. I think same timeline, Zeramin 10 sent through. Because the Tenno came back after the Sentients were sent, right? So, personal headcanon is that's where the timeline splits into Drifter and Operator. And I think the old piece is where the Zeramin actually makes it across. Right? And then the old war is where the Zeramin came back to real space instead of tap. Or not real space, the origin system instead of tap. That's my personal headcanon on the series of events. Because people are like, oh, well, the old piece doesn't really make sense with how the war worked and all that. 'Cause there is the question of if they did come to a peace for a period, what started the war back then? Right? Because Caliban Prime, or well, Warframes in general, were kind of made in response to the Sentients. You know, attacking the Origin. Although, I guess, well, no, I think I could still explain away Caliban, actually. Because we still get Warframes in the Drifter timeline, but I think the difference would be is they were made to assist the Tenno and not to fight the Sentients. Like, it was the Origin trying to tame the Tenno at the time, right? And Caliban was an attempt between the two. And I think that could fix the idea that Caliban was meant to kill us originally, right? But in the alternate Drift timeline, instead it was just meant to legitimately be between the two, like peace between the two. I don't know, I think that works, like, timeline-wise. If we think in Legend of Zelda terms. Because actually, what if... Oh, this is an interesting thought. What if we did land on Tau after the sentients were there, right? And we technically made peace with the sentients.
Won this one.
Like, before any war starts. And that was the old peace,
How many have?
right?
Let's do it again, meat sacks!
The Orcan and the sentients are at peace. And then something causes the World War. Whereas in the operator timeline, it's the sentients, because we went back to the origin system and not Tau. The sentients attack first because we're not even there to negotiate or anything. And then they attack the origin system, Warframes are built, and then Caliban's made to kill us. So, like, Caliban Prime is Drifter timeline, whereas Caliban now is operator time. I don't know, I think the split timeline theory works out. Because I think the only missing piece we have right now is what actually happened to the Tenno in the Drifter timeline. Because we could assume that the Zeraman 10, or that the Tenno made it back to the origin system and its history repeats as normal. But as far as we're aware, the Zeraman never returned. The Zeraman stayed in the void in the Drifter timeline. Because from what Dominus Thrax says, is that the Zeraman has always been in the sky. So the Zeraman's always been linked in some way to Devere. Right? That's why we get access through our dorm zone. Maybe I'll just pull up, like, paint.net real quick and just draw up, like, a diagram of this. Because, yeah, operator timeline, we were hidden away, like, immediately. We were, like, the Zeraman 10 was found, and for all intents and purposes, I think it was completely either demolished or hidden by the Orkin. Like, as far as we can be aware, the Orkin completely removed all records and destroyed the Zeraman 10 when it returned. At least according to what I can remember about the lore. Actually, hold on. After this match, I'll pull up paint. Screw it. Or some flowchart mapper. Might be easier to use like a flowchart. That's the other thing is we find the drifter on the Zerman.
Out of how many have let's do it again, meet son?
So that because when we get kicked into the void, the Zerman's in the void. Alright. I don't have paint open. Alright, 1 second. Let me add a source here. Paint. Oh, it's above everything. Oh, why can't you see the canvas? What the hell? Wait, the canvas? Huh. Do I need to make this a different capture? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Wait, no, not automatic. Windows 7 up. Okay.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the corporate
So.
having their wares again.
Shut off the emergency.
Here we go. So this Zerman 10. Right? Zerman 10 incidents. And then I want to say this arrow here. We have 2 timelines of events, I think. Right? So we have let me make this a bit smaller. The drifter deal. And then the operator deal, right? And I think there's a inside timeline here. Let's make this like a circle, right? And then sentience now. So like in between these two. And let's make this like a red one. So this is a red. This red one follows both, right? Well, actually, I guess. Yeah. So then this branches out into two options, right? I think. And then we've got I think we got two things happening here. Zeraman and Rat in Void. Zeraman 10 returns. After to origin system. Right? And then I think Tenno go to ow. Old piece happens. And this one, no contacts. Cold War starts, right? Cold War starts, sentience attack. And then I think this one is I think this one's the Orcan attacks first. Right? And then I think from here it's essentially just what we know, which is Tenno, Trey, Orokin. Due to Lotus / Nata. I think this is an accurate mock-up of what happens. Right? And then I think in between, like, I think that this is an accurate timeline. I think is what happens is this all happens, but I think in Drifter's timeline, the Aura can attack first, and in the Operator timeline, the Sentience attack first. And I think those two timelines are starting to merge and become the single timeline at the moment. So I think this is the easiest way to do it, right? I think actually I'll add a note here. No Tenno go in timeline. This is actually true though. We don't. Only their rescue. Oh, okay. Quotations of rescue. Like, I think this is the most accurate version of what I'm thinking of when I'm looking at the timeline for the old peace and old war. I think this is what we're seeing happen. And I think what happens is the Orokin breakoff group attacks and actually manages to start the war by getting some of the executioners on their side, right? Actually, here, wait. We need one more arrow here. Alright, hold on. I think we need Ballast Betrayal. So I think this is accurate at least, is that Ballast betrays in both timelines, I think. Is that fair? I think this is the most accurate way I can think of how this works. Yeah. Because we know Ballast does something. Ballast betrays the Orokin. And I think he does this in both timelines, and I think it's worse in the old peace. Because I think he kickstarts the war in the old peace. Anyways, I'll post this to Twitter and you get all of the hate comments later. Don't worry. Alright. Let's get back in the dog days.
Posers and squirts, fill your weapons! Stop complaining, you know you'll love it.
Because I don't recall there ever being information about where the Drifter counterparts go. Like, I mean, we sort of know that Barrow made a deal with the Void, or the Man in the Wall. So there's definitely going to be repercussions there at some point, right? Or maybe not, it is, you know, Barrow. Honestly, bro probably knows how to swindle the wall. Although I guess the deal was there's only one of him now. Which, I mean, I could see the wall sort of accepting that, I guess. Like, return to nothingness. There's not many of him left now. I don't know. I don't think they've confirmed anything quite yet either. Actually, you know what makes me think it even more? The fact that they have slurs for us. Like, don't get me wrong, right? They probably already did, but I think it's kind of the idea that they have it on town.
You won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks.
Oh, I got 40 kills though, Jesus. Well, okay. How many more do I need? I mean, I probably could have checked how many pearls I have, but...
for all that you do for Cetus. It is wonderful to see you.
Hey. Oh, let's get the expensive ones out of the way. Six more games? 6 more games. And then we'll own one of everything in the shop. Literally. Good lord.
Hosers and squirts, fill your weapons! Stop complaining, you know you'll love it.
They're trying. Knocked out, whatever. So, 30 more minutes-ish. Like I said, we're gonna go late. We're gonna actually finish the shop out. Thought I grabbed that one like a second ago. I think part of it is I got a couple of good rounds in, so I got a much higher rate of points. God, I hate that tree. Just eats projectiles.
Bah! So you won this one. Best out of how many have let's do
Like
it
what,
again,
6?
meat sucks!
400, 600, 700? Yeah, I think I need 700 total. So it should be like 7 games. Ish.
Hosers and squirts, fill your weapons! Stop complaining, you know you'll love it.
She's right. We do. Or else we wouldn't be spending all of our time doing this. Hello, V. Oh, it's not here for the shop. Yeah.
It's all fun and games until we start losing! Pick up your axe, executioners! Fix the gas leak. You know, we never really talk.
Who is she talking? I feel like we should know this Grenier. Who is this Grenier engineer that she's talking to? I'm genuinely curious now. Because, like, haha, we all got, like, the clone brothers and sisters, all that, right? But, like, that one sounded a lot more, like, of a personal, like, you know, we haven't really talked in a bit. Like, that sounded like a good friend to kill in the thing, and I'm genuinely curious. Yeah, I think they're pulling a Legend of Zelda on us. Yeah, they're pulling an Ocarina of Time. Where we've got the light ending and we've got the dark ending. Except instead it's just the drifter deal and the operator deal. Is that two on the nose? I don't know. Actually, it's funny too, because I'm pretty sure, I think it is Ocarina of Time, where you can cheese some of the melodies because they're technically, some of them are technically the same as in Ocarina. Whereas the important ones are all new. You have to learn them. Or at least Song of Time is still usable.
So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
All right. That's two. Man, just looking at the 8,000 that I've already gotten.
Hosers and squirts, fill your weapons. Stop complaining. You know you'll love it.
Because yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if it was like anchor point events. So like, the old war is gonna always have to happen, right? Battles, betrayal, everything like that. That's how it kicks off everything else. I think 1999 looping in on itself. I think it does eventually escape the loop, but not in the way we think. I think, because we already know that Pi has figured out time travel and how to exit the loop, right? So it makes me think one of two things is possible. And one of them I think that might happen is Pi, who's figured out time travel, will use to basically evacuate the city, detonate the reactor, and then haha, it continues on as normal, right? Because then the timeline technically works. Because everyone's dead, in quotations, right? But instead we pull them to the future, which honestly might be more dangerous, but hey. I mean, better than being dead to radioactivity, right? Or a nuke. In some sense. Because we know we can Gemini them, right?
So you won this one.
We can pull them out of 1999 temporarily. I think with Kaya being able to figure out time travel, I think we pull everyone to the future. Now I think Temple takes the long way around. From what we understand. And then, because we're thinking her, she's the player. They're the Flag Star event. Right. At least that was the idea.
My executioners are all dressed up and ready for fun. They look so cute.
So with them being on the meteor, right? Kai is already in. We already know Kai is in the future. Which is why I believe the only way out of 99 is blowing up the reactor. But instead of killing everyone, we shift their timeline. Now, from how it looks as if we can make certain people forget. So I wonder how viable it would be to loop and make all the citizens forget. But then have the Hex join us or something similar. So I don't think we can leave the Hex on the Earth at that time. I think we need to detonate everything and get the tech rod out of it. Right, I think... God, I missed everything. So I think what we do is instead of, you know, we fix the loop and it stays like that, I think we pull, I guess the easiest way to describe it would be we pull the same thing the Doctor does in Pompeii, right? Pompeii is supposed to be a fixed timeline, so he's not supposed to med it, right? However, what's saving one person from the death going to actually change, like some insignificant person that's not even mentioned, right? So I'm thinking if we detonate the whole thing anyways, or I think we're going to be forced to, I think using Kaya's ability to, you know, teleport everyone, I think we detonate the nuke, or the power plant, after transporting everyone out of there. Now, I think the only problem with that idea, and there's two things I think. First one is we're gonna have to acclimatize the entire population of 1999 for that sake. Because it is Pennsylvania in particular, because it sounds like we're on an island in quarantine. Right? Like, it does sound like we are somewhat quarantined to our area. Now, I think one problem is we can't just let the Hex have Andrade. I think the problem is that we need Andrade to be able to help adjust the timeline. Like, he's gonna have to be able to get rid of the tech rot, right? We know what he was doing was to help us get some way to fight in Pennsylvania unimpeded. But also what he did was pretty fucking evil. But, actually, another weird thing is, with Lizzie admitting that they're technically Helmet, or Timothy, that's another weird.
Oh, you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sucks!
So, like, yeah, I think that would have to be how we finished 1999 off, right? We know time travel is possible. We know they can follow us. I mean, I think the only main issues are going to be trying to acclimatize them. But I guess if Earth is still fine, right? Then there shouldn't be an issue, right? But okay, I need two more. Like, I think the main two issues is we're either gonna have to break it to everyone
Alright.
that
Now get up there and show me some
there's no way to stop the reactor. I think the Hex would trust us. I think the problem is the population of 1999. Now, seeing as how we can control mind wipes, I think the key to it would be either A, wipe citizens' memories and then send them all back. No, well, not to the future. Like, wipe them and then try to teleport them around the world and or outside of Albania. Or outside of the nucleus, I guess. Because I imagine we can try... Because we've got Corvex, so I imagine if we can get Corvex to 1999, we can contain the radiation, right? So it's like, we can stop, we can probably, I don't think we'd be able to stop the detonation, but I think we'd be able to contain it. Actually, hell, we just use Limbo. Hold on. We could probably just rift plane the whole explosion, right? Like, ignoring, like, enemy-based abilities, ha ha ha. I'm 99% certain we could just Limbo, like, theoretically, the Drifter could just pull out Limbo and Limbo ripped the whole thing. Oh hey, we've got a random viewer bot again. Hooray! Oh well. Yeah, so I think 99 is going to be. I think we're going to get given 3 choices, right? For the neutral, dark, and light thing. And I think some of the possibilities are going to be, of course, I think the dark option is going to be wipe everyone's memory, transport them out of Albania, blow everything up. I think middle ground is going to be explain the situation, and then do half and half, right? And then good situation is going to be probably timeline hop them all.
Best out of how many have let's do it again, meat sucks!
That or no. Middle ground is going to be teleport them all to the future with memories intact. Good is going to be let them choose. right? And then, of course, I mean, quite literally, it's just gonna be that we're gonna have to blow up the nuke. I think that is going to have to happen in order for the timeline to remain intact.
All right, now get up there and show me some H2O!
Unless Kaya figures out some way to do it without doing it. But I don't think Kaya would. Or well, Kaya might. I think right now Kaya's doing what she needs to do to keep our current timeline intact. Like each loop intact without it falling apart in frame again. Now it's funny because I have not once made them forget. I hope we get some kind of line for that at some point. Like, I got all the good endings. And, I am not changing my choices. I mean, if I wanted to date, I could. But I don't plan on it. I mean, clearly the first couple of single-day loops. Actually, no, so I don't think we had control on that. So I feel like the first couple of single-day loops, we didn't need to wipe any memory, or like we just were not in control of that loop. It was literally, we showed up, and then we figured out some way to communicate. Either that, or they kept their memory every loop. And we're just getting more and more annoyed every time. But I don't think that's the case, because they call this Marty McFly. Which makes me feel like we were looping without them remembering the loop. And I don't think we were in control of that at the time. But I think once we got the year-long loop, we were. So, like, for those of us who have not once had to restart the year, and they remember everything, I kind of want to see an interaction between Lizzie and the whole gang, and then realizing we haven't reset. Like, everything that we've done so far since the year's been looping, they remembered all of it. Well, at least as much as you remember, I guess.
So you won this one. Best out of
Because they're at least aware that we can, like, erase the memories.
do it again, meat sucks!
Alright, I think that's everything we need now.
I have a dormant that will catch the starlight beautifully upon the bubble command console. Look him, Sura! It is good to see you again. How may I help?
Alright. We have bought every single item in the shop. There is nothing we do not own in this shop. Let's leave Cetus for a second. So let's see, 8,813, right? We were averaging, I want to say, 110, right? So, like, let's just go, like, 88,013 divided by 110. Right, so about 80 rounds total, times 5 for 5 minutes each, divided by 60 for an hour. We've just spent 7 hours basically doing nothing but dog days. Good lord. Alright. Yeah, that is going to be the end of stream though. Jesus. Ooh. Wait a minute, exciting. Don't really get your glyph, guys. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna end off with a let me just see it right quick.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Alright. Yep, we're just gonna end
I'll
off.
attempt to bypass
I will catch everyone later.